Okay, everyone, welcome to our presentation. You've got two countries represented here from Sopra. You've got myself from Sopra UK and Rémi and Maxime from Sopra France. We're here to talk about, well, tales from the front line and what we do. So if I hand initially to Rémi. Introduce yourself, Rémi.
Good morning, everybody. So this first slide to give you the big picture of the many drivers for change in the ECM landscape. You see digital transformation, compliance, life cycle, information overload, something we live every day in our life of content managers. So this driver for change show that the landscape is moving very fast, and the good news is that Alfresco and Sopra are also moving very fast, and we have most often the solution to these concerns. Okay. So that's what we call our success tree to answer to all these ECM issues. So it started from a small seed with Alfresco. It was 8 years ago, a meeting with Mark Farman and John Powell at that time. They had really the vision. We shared that vision, and we started on the first branch to see that ECM should become smart and simple as presented by Alfresco. And the main concept we are pushing today is to say that ECM is horizontal and ECM is mutualized. I will explain this concept. Then we started delivering Alfresco projects, and we build what we call our delivery model. Then we became experts, and we bring accelerators for the success of all our Alfresco projects today. So the vision. So we usually opposite an old-fashioned vision of what we call the vertical approach, or something rather black box oriented. You don't know what's inside. You are close with your vendor, to something more open and horizontal, as Alfresco is, which is what we call the new ECM generation. Something completely open with an API, BPM connection, extensions, and you can plug at the top of your ECM component any kind of application like a portal, SharePoint, for example, as shown this morning. You can be hybrid. You can build any business apps, which is the average figure for us. It's between 50 and 60% of our project will build a dedicated business apps for contributors, which is the average figure, which is made easy by an open and adaptable ECM platform. That's the first concept. The second one is the way we start when we execute digital roadmaps for our customer. We start from this first big picture, and we ask them, where are you in the usage of your ECM central repository, and where do you want to be in 1 year, in 2 years, and in 5 years? And it depends on the business priority. Sometimes it's healthcare, sometimes it's just email management, sometimes it's output management, sometimes it's focused on document management and collaboration. So this is the starting point. We build the picture, and then we try to build the transformation towards something more efficient for the business, for the collaboration, for the document management. And then I will give the hand to
Okay, there's a common tree theme here, so I should explain that. And it's taken, as Rémi said, a good 8 years to grow this tree. So this is a common approach for us to work up front on the vision, and we do it on traditional waterfall projects. We put this type of visioning exercise in front of our agile projects as well. And it's part of our digital offering so that we can sit down with a CIO and work on the vision. We can sit down and teach a product owner how to make that vision happen in an agile world. After that, the build and operate is kind of the sort of through into development, through into the service center. I'm not going to talk through this slide. This is a comprehensive slide, but we do separate out how we do consulting, how we do integration, and who in the business that we deal with during those phases as well. And we've got that three-stage approach to take you through in this way. It's what we call our digital transformation. It's not about stacking up a lot of IT, a big ECM solution. It's about figuring out what on earth the business needs, what they're trying to achieve with the data that they've got, and what they're trying to do with an ECM platform. So I'll hand over to Maxime, who'll talk about the accelerators.
Hi everybody. So accelerators, the first is people and expertise. So maybe Rémi, you should talk about this one because you were at the beginning.
That's what we call really the love story between Alfresco and Sopra. You see, started 8 years ago, but well, perhaps one step is missing here. Sopra became an early adopter of Alfresco solution in 2007, and then we started to build together all the different steps. 2012, we decided to build a dedicated Alfresco center managed by Maxime today, which is approximately 30 engineers today. Right. Then we started to invest in Alfresco by developing add-ons, sometimes ahead of Alfresco itself. We have our own portfolio of add-ons, which is proposed for every project we manage. We were recognized as a platinum partner and won the award of the best integration partner in West Europe. It was a few months ago in a last summit in Barcelona, 1 year ago. We can say that our track record is more than solid because today it's 50 projects, 50 successes, and that's mainly in France today. So the idea of our presence here is to really to upscale to Europe. We are ready for that. We have the strength in consulting. We have a dedicated skill center in Europe. So we are on the way. And the first accelerator we consider is really people. We have invested both in a ECM consulting practice, which is delivering early digital roadmaps, which is helping our customer to express their requirements and their needs, and then switch to what we call the integration mode in the dedicated Alfresco Skills Centre. In one case is give a vision, understand the needs, drive them through interactive workshops. Here the concern is rather focus on the quality of delivery to make the project become a success, which is the case every time. So that means here we are certified engineers, certified administrator. So that means we are really ready to deliver end-to-end service to integrate Alfresco.
And about accelerators, like Rémi said, we invest in research and development and linked to the project management with Alfresco, and we developed several add-ons. So those add-ons are maybe in the 5.0 that you saw this morning, but they were developed in advance because clients need that, and it's more easier for you and for us to have a quick and quality development. So this is really good accelerators. We are also focusing on solution. So we build based on the Connexas connector a preset core model that integrates SAP and Alfresco with several modules. We will see that more after. We have also a solution because we are Sopra is also a software vendor with HR things, and we develop connectors. And also for hybrid things, we develop a connector for a client that doesn't want to put his documents into the cloud. He wants to have this document into its instance on-premise, and it's linked to the MS Dynamics online, the CRM thing. So he can see all the client on the cloud, but documents are not stored on the cloud, they are stored in-house. So the focus on Alfresco and SAP. So with SAP, you have the rigor, the procedure. It's really useful for some clients, and to manage documents, it's not the best solution because it's not sufficient for flexibility. And Alfresco offers a great SCM strength that clients want, and it's quite easy to integrate. So we are based on the Connexas solution provided by Pernexas, and we develop on top of that a solution with some ABAP modules and some AMP module of Alfresco, some presets for material market, FICO, and PLM. So just to show you how we did that, the best way is to maybe see a use case. The use case is quite simple. I'm a company, I want to buy some services, and we will see how to do this with Alfresco and SAP. So we choose this one for this session because every company has a purchase domain, and it's quite common. So the first step is in SAP. It's the request for quotation. So in this video, maybe you are not seeing great, but if you cannot see, please come to see at the booth. We will be a pleasure to see you in good quality. So in there, we just create RFQ, and just as you are usual in SAP, you just output the message, and it's gone. The first step is done. So we are in SAP. We created those messages. Now we want to see the response, and this step is done with Alfresco. So I'm a Sopra user. So if the customer doesn't exist, he creates an account, he sends all the credentials to the client, and this one can connect on the purchase platform. This one can be on the cloud, this one can be on-premise, you decide. And on this example, you see that we saw the RFQ created by SAP, and we reply to this request by sending our proposal. So that's the second step. The second step finished by the customer, which received a mail and said just the vendor has put an answer, so you can just click on the link to see directly the document or see it in SAP. So that's the third step. And you will see that's quite easy. So just with a click, the user can log into his platform and see directly our proposal. So we see that we put several prices. It's just for samples. And in SAP, we can also see those documents. So the main idea here is to say that we use Alfresco to collaborate, create a hierarchical structure, and the documents are really linked. They are stored in Alfresco with all the ECM capabilities, but we can also see them in SAP as we see on the video. Now, when we receive all the vendors' proposal, we must transform it to a purchase order. So we didn't show how we can also include a workflow, but everything that can be possible in Alfresco can be done also with those modules. So there we select our RFQ. We enter the price that Sopra propose, and we create this proposal. So you just see at the top bottom. So now we are just output the message that it's validation. So as you see, for the person who don't know SAP, it's not very user-friendly interface, and with Alfresco, it's more Web 2.0. So in this step, we just the client receive a confirmation for this proposal, and he can directly go to this purchase platform and see the request for the purchase order addressed for him. Because we can send a proposal to many customers, and those one only see that they need to see. So I will finish.
So to kind of explain where we are today, some key facts and figures about Sopra, about what we do in Alfresco. We are currently 16,500 staff in Europe. In terms of our Alfresco capability, you see the numbers there. We're building up a significant Alfresco capability within Sopra, both on the consulting side and on the integration and services side. Any questions? No questions, that means we must have covered everything. Okay then, all that remains for me to say then is thank you very much for your time. Thank you.